What is up, YouTube? So, I was hoping to show you something very, very important. So, Little Birdie told me that there's actually proof that people are using mods, and they're actually very experienced in the field themselves. They told me that there's proof that people are using mods based on when you see their character, their clothes are going to start changing rapidly. And I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I have noticed when I've played against these guys, I'll shoot them with full clips and nothing will kill them, or it'll take like a clip and a half of any gun to kill them, and I'll shoot them half to a full clip, someone else will shoot them half to a full clip, and they won't die until like after all that someone shoots them even more. And it's like, oh well, he died, so he can't be cheating. It's like, no, it really gets aggravating when everyone's saying, oh well, if I have mods, then why have I died yet? You know, why am I not 30-0? I'm sorry to say, but you're really retarded, even if you're going to make that your argument. There's many different mods, and the fact that you're saying, well, if you don't have 0 deaths, that makes you, you know, if you have to have 0 deaths in order to be a hacker, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. There was one guy actually telling me that, yeah, you can't beat gun game with 5 minutes still on the clock. That's impossible. You're a hacker if you do that. Which, it's really easy if you know the spawns, and if you're an overall good shot and just strategist, you're easily able to do it in 5 minutes or under. And he's like, oh no, if you can do it in under 5 minutes, you're 100% a hacker, and I promise you, I can guarantee it, I can prove it. I'm like, okay, prove it. And he's like, well, I can't right now. I'm like, bullshit, dude. You know, and I did it under 5 minutes. He's like, oh, you're a hacker. It's like, no, I'm just better than most, and compared to all the contamination of 5-year-old squeakers and 40-year-old neckbeard virgins, then and just the other corrupt people that are just disgusting viruses that have infected the gaming world. It used to be just, you know, friendly geeks and nerds coming together to play and strategize and work together and communicate and have call-outs. Just basically normal people and having normal interactions based on a video game that, you know, suggests as such. And it needs you to work together. It needs you to play the objective. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to play with people that are going to avoid the objective and troll and do everything that they're not supposed to do. Anyway, back on topic. So I'm going to be showing you this little video of some people that apparently really love to cheat. Now, I don't get them cheating per se in this video, but I do see their clothes changing, and he stands still while his clothes are changing. And my friend was telling me, who is very experienced in the field, that he says their stats are changing while their clothes are changing. So if they want to have more health, their entire outfit might change or flash a couple of times. If they just want better fire rate or like basically zombie perks in the game, like fire rate without having the fire rate attachment onto their gun, they just switch the changing colors of their arms. And I don't know what it is, if the guy was modding the entire game, or if it is just a glitch. But Call of Duty 3 is the most broken Black Ops of all the Call of Duties to this date. But even I noticed my clothes flashing, not as much as some of these guys. Like this guy, look, his outfit's all white. And then as soon as I caught him, a little bit later, he changes it all red again. I'm like, dude, how'd you do that? Like, his outfit's all white, like it's like some dice-looking camo. I shot that kid with so many holes, it's not even funny. Anyway, so there's a lot of these times where a teammate will sit there and watch you die. They're like, and there's many different variants. So get this. Here's this retard standing still, avoiding the objective, and he doesn't care if he dies. And like, he's changing his colors. Like, why are you changing your colors and then standing still? What are you doing? Are you accessing mod menu? And so this guy had access to it. Stone Cold was the main culprit. They're all part of the same party. They probably won't show you here, but Predator, Ketchup Boy, Stone Cold, they're all in the same party. Everyone on my team. And I noticed the biggest people that were flashing their clothes a lot and standing still the most, and they seemed to be doing something because they would like occasionally move a little bit, but they would overall stand still and not do anything, not go through the objective, not get kills, was mostly Stone Cold, and what's his name, Mr. Ketchup Boy. So, just so you're aware, I'm blacklisting these people, and just so you know, I'm basically monopolizing what the word blacklisting is. So what I consider blacklisting, or the way I'm using it and making it a meme or a word, however you want to use it, I'm making it to where I'm completely either supportive or not going to be against if you guys decide to send him these individuals hate mail, or try to expose people like these that are cheaters, boosters, hackers, people that team kill, people that avoid the objective, people that do stupid stuff on purpose just to aggravate the rest of the team. That is someone I would put as a blacklist. Now the blacklist is just basically either me not telling you not to send them hate mail, or it is me outright giving you 100% permission to send them hate mail, to tell them what they're doing and why they shouldn't be doing it. Now that guy right there, he was giving the enemy team so many free kills. Like, you'll see me get a couple free kills on him because he's just sitting there in the corner. Sometimes he'll actually turn around and then he'll look back at the wall, and he was obviously boosting. And I saw most of the time that was getting the kills was Stone Cold. Stone Cold and Mr. Ketchup Boy, and they were just teabagging each other. Sometimes I'll see them in the enemy spawn, they'll teabag each other, and then they'll get a free headshot on the guy. And it's like, what are you doing? Not this game, but the prior game in the same map. So anyway, that's just something I wanted to share with you. And so yeah, look at this. He's changed his all. I'll show you what camo it is. Oh, you guys should know what it is. It's the dark and red camo. Although he's made it all, like, a good portion of it white, like it's almost as if it's a dice camo or something. Like dice body and head wear. Like, look, this guy's just standing there. Jojo Mike. He's also gonna. I might also call out him as being blacklisted. That kid rage quit. So I mean, but anyway, so here's what someone who deserves to be blacklisted. As I've said, boosters, cheaters, hackers, campers, team killers, people that just do things on purpose to aggravate everyone, trollers, people that avoid the objective, people that know they're screwing up over the rest of their team and they just don't care. So those are the people that should be blacklisted. And again, just to clarify, what blacklisting is, it is making others aware, people that actually want to play the game and enjoy each other's company and work competitively and cooperatively to achieve the same goal. I mean, why play domination if you're not going to play the objective? Why play Call of Duty if you're not going to play Call of Duty to have fun and work well with others and have a good time, if you're just going to make everyone else's lives miserable? At that point, when someone says go kill yourself, I'm not going to completely say, hey, you know what? You shouldn't say that. At that one point, if you really think about it, really deep down think what's really going on. If a person takes their entire life and commits it just to making everyone else's lives miserable, and that person's beyond help, beyond redemption, and if it's not just a phase they're going through, that's their personality, they love enjoying making everyone else miserable, then you know what? If that's what it takes, if they're that much of a waste of space, if they're not contributing to society, and if they're literally just sitting at home making everyone else's lives miserable by either harassing, sending hate mail, just talking hatefully, and then doing stuff like this, you add it all together, it's just a disgusting human being. They don't deserve to live. If they're literally not doing any of those things, they're not contributing to society, their life's goal is to make everyone else miserable, and it's not just a phase, then yeah, I think the world would be a better place without that individual in there. But, the world's screwed no matter what. We got our corruption, we got our environmental issues, we got our, our country's fucked more than any other country because, we're the greatest country. Yeah, no, look at our history. Native Americans won, slavery another. It just goes on and on. And this whole politically correctness, it's not politically correct. Look what it used to mean. Look what it is now. What it used to mean is being. So if you were to address an ambassador from a different country, it's politically correct to like, I don't know, instead of shake their hands, bow to them because it's respectful since they're a guest in your country or whatever. That's politically correct. Doing what's correct by another person's terms. It's also a way it's used is by what's correct on the media, you know, rather than going out, you know, having an outburst if someone says something very hateful and something about a dead daughter in your family or something, I don't know, something that really cuts deep. Your political correctness is to ignore it and get them where it hurts later or whatever, you know. Anyway, that's political correctness as of what it used to be. What it is now, just basically everyone, you know, beating around the bush and taking extra long to explain something and over complimenting, not getting to the point, being overly nice, and, you know, stupid stuff like that, but you're actually hurting the person more than you are helping the person. So if you help someone who's an insecure dictator and you're saying, oh, it's okay to kill hundreds of thousands of people because you don't want to look bad in the media, but the media can't confirm that the person is better, but everyone knows he is. And it's like, oh, it's okay. You don't have to, you're not a bad person. You're not killing people, whatever. Just stuff like that. You know, they're covering their own butts because the media is relentless. But the fact that you won't tell the person what they need to hear, regardless if it hurts their feelings, if they're that insane and they can't realize it, and if you hurt their feelings because they're insecure and you're just like, oh, you're a murderer, and they can't handle that, well, then they need to be put in jail in the first place. And secondly, they need, you know, if it's a friend, you know, if you need to tell them what's going on, it's like that one episode of when Rarity gets her eyes turning green, and she can't control herself, and sometimes she needs a friend to tell her, no, that's enough, you know. And sometimes people just need tough love, and people don't realize that. And everyone's always worried about walking on eggshells. And then the people that love to play the race card, you know, which are the racists themselves and cancerous individuals, because of the culture and the community they're forcing on others and movie industries and our country as a whole. And then they're racist, but then saying, oh, that's white privilege. Ugh, don't even get me started. Anyway, the ignorance of it all. Point being, people are actually able to hack. No one wants to fix anything. If I had the power and I knew I couldn't, and I knew, even though at risk of being caught, if I had the power and if I could have the intelligence, I mean, I'm pretty smart, but if I could somehow educate myself even further and have the strategy to basically do what the guy from Death Note does, or do what the guy from Code Geass does, you know, make the world a better place by committing evil to get rid of greater evil, I would. But there's always the chance of, well, now you're the villain, you know. And in every, you know, supervillain crazy film, they either are grandiose and they're like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to tell my backstory since I got you caught and there's no way you can beat me. But of course the good guy by that chance is getting away or finds a way to beat them, whatever, because that guy's getting overly confident, talking about his backstory or how he's so great or whatever. Or even if he doesn't do that, the fact that the villain hesitates to kill his victim just to relish in the sweetness versus just doing what he wanted to do and just not taking any chances, it's beyond me. And I love it how I've jumped from many different conversations, but just so you understand how it's all connected, I just wanted to share that with you. Basically what it comes down to, the world is fucked up, and we've become more fucked up because we've had to adapt to this fucked up world. In order to become resistant and resilient to radiation, we adapt to it and we somehow mutate. You know, you get what I'm saying. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little rant, and I hope you guys can expose people like this in the future. So if I say someone, you know, I'm going to blacklist you, or I'm going to make sure people hear that you're blacklisted, now you know what that is. I am the one who originated it. Hopefully it catches on, and hopefully we can make others aware of people like this that are out there. Just as a finalization, Amino is this app. and there's a lot of people on there that have the so get this, so there's communities, right? And you can have communities and talk about whatever, share whatever, post whatever, except for the rules, of course, being what's appropriate and what's not. However, there's tons of things that are clearly not appropriate, but there's tons of porn communities and just really disgusting stuff out there. And so get this, someone invites you to one of those communities and you're respectful but says, hey, you know, I'm gonna leave, and they're like, no, we're reporting you, no, we're hacking you, we're gonna get you banned because you just don't like what we like. Well, why did you invite me in the first place if I just said I respectfully don't like this, and why am I being, you know, harassed or whatever? I'm like, and then, you know, the funny thing is, on Amino, someone says, I'm not harassing you, and I'm getting my inbox on Amino blowing up. I can't even get to sleep, and it's like 3 in the morning, and they're like, I'm not harassing you. I'm like, stop harassing me. I'm not harassing you. I'm like, you are. And they're like, well, you don't have to respond. And then whether I respond, they're like, they'll just, if I don't respond, I completely ignore them. They're like sending me nonstop hate mail. I'm like, I don't like that all this crap that you like. So then why are you getting on my case? And you've already threatened to ban me and hack me, and then I go create my own community. I invite a bunch of people that were just sick and tired of that, and so yeah, it's corrupt to the max. Question Amino, the newest leader, is implementing rules that contradict themselves and contradict the own community guidelines of all of Amino. He is just an ass himself. He is completely unreasonable. And yes, I get the job that running an entire community with thousands of people is exhausting, and you're not always going to be the happiest person to talk to. However, if you're going to make rules, make them understandable, not, you know, hypocritical. Because, like, oh, you can't call someone out, but hey, guess what? I'm going to call this person out. It's like, well, you're doing exactly what you say you can't do. Now, the thing is, I don't mind that, but the thing is, the fact that he's saying you can't do call-outs, but he's calling someone out is just ridiculous. And he says, this is not a call-out, this is just da-da-da-da. It's 100% a call-out, and that's why he says this is not a call-out. It's like when someone says, I don't mean to be rude, but, and then they say something rude. It's like, it's you're defeating yourself. You're defeating the purpose of saying that. It's just a waste of time. You're trying to. It's that now version of what politically correct is supposed to mean. Anyway, while I'm here, I'm going to not blacklist, but I guess because it's not a video game, but I guess it will be app blacklist. So I'm going to expose those people right now, just so you guys get a heads up. One of the. Hold on, just a sec. So 2 of the most cancerous communities right now, I will show you, are one of them, and this is nothing but a bunch of bullying communities. Their leader is a bully, and they hire bullies. And then if they don't have someone that's on board with their bullying, they'll manipulate someone into being a bully just like them. So they'll have someone that, you know, sort of like Code Yes, they'll make the world hate one person. So that way, because once that one person is gone and they have no one else to hate, they start hating on each other. Because bullies, if they don't have a common person to hate on, then the bullies are gonna bully each other, because that's what they do. That's what they love. That's their whole existence. Now, the reason why they started bullying in the first place is because I don't even know. They're bullies. They're assholes. You know. So they were harassing several friends of mine, friends of friends, people that I didn't even know, and people that were just coming to me because they heard great things from me because of my friends, and they know I'm very understanding. I've had friends prevent, you know, personal issues from all walks of life, all different types of issues, and I'm very understanding and very, you know, wise when it comes to answering those types of questions. And so they were coming to me and they're like, hey, you know, this person's being unreasonable, very disrespectful, and could you help us? And I'm like, sure, what do you need help with? And they explained to me the situation. So I'm going to call out these two aminos, and you can research them if you want. You can even join them. But of course, they're going to say I'm the jerk. But if you ask me, you can have a private conversation with me. Come PM me. I don't really use the app anymore. I'm trying to get it taken down because guess what? There's a person in there that's able to hack aminos offline. So I've had many communities, and I've even been online, some of them, just to experiment, see what would happen. I would make a community, didn't add anyone, didn't do anything, didn't make a single post, and no one was in it. It was just a private community, wasn't listed. I understand if it's listed, if you're inactive, another leader gets elected, whatever. But that's if there's actually enough people to get listed in the first place. So unlisted community, and I just had it sit there with nothing in it. It got taken down, and the guy said, "Oh yeah, well, a friend of mine had spied on me. This bully. His name's Hollow, HOLLOW, and he has lot of alternate accounts. So be warned about that." And he had said, "Oh yeah, he's bullying everyone else," and he's basically saying what I'm saying, copying me because he knows he's going to get caught. So anyway, the first community is MLP Matchmakers. The other community, it's on my phone right here. Hold on, let me back out of this one. Is MLP FIM-amino. Now, both of these people are very cancerous individuals, and I just gotta say that I don't know why they do what they do. I know that one of them has a lot of PTSD, some of them have all of them have mental disabilities, but I mean, that's what sort of certain communities are for. They're very accepting, so they're going to bypass all that. But the thing is, there's a point beyond accepting someone to be respectful and accepting someone when you shouldn't, because their behavior is obnoxious and they're hurting more people than they're helping. So if you are accepting of someone and it's a pervert and it's an asshole and it's a mentally crazed, insane person and he's bullying everyone and he's like, "Oh, woe is me, my mom beats me, da 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 da," but then he's harassing everyone else, sending them hate mail, da 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 da, why should we feel sorry for that person anymore? It's like, if you have such a bad life, why should that affect you just being a bully to everyone else for absolutely no reason? Anyway, so the main leaders of this community I'm about to show you. Nick and Nick Fixed are the same account. Lucid Dream, also known as Hollow. He has it shipped with Eagle. Lucid Dream is also known as Echo, Hollow, bunch of other different accounts. Applejack is known for Aerosmith, Depressed Leader. Now, they're all very manipulative people, so they'll say whatever they want. They'll say to get you on board. Octavia, another one of they share accounts, and they're all just part of the exact same thing, just here to bully others. Crescent Moon, Fluffy Cake. Just a lot of these people are just absolute jerks to everyone else, and because they have a common enemy, which is me, because I stood up for people that I got story from multiple different people, and I would understand if it's just an argument between two deep people, but these guys were harassing them based on their, it wasn't even about, okay, well, I don't like your opinion. Even if it was based on that opinion, well, I don't like what you like, so I'm going to bully you. That's stupid, which I know some of these people are why they're bullying. Other people are just doing it because they're bored. In any case, they're sick, cancerous individuals. I'm asking anyone who will listen to please take down these communities, because they're evil, evil, evil kids. Or not kids, but, they're actually a lot of 40-year-old neckbeard virgin asshole pedophiles. But let me just get the name of that again. So MLP Matchmakers. So MLP space Matchmakers. The other one is MLP FIM, all caps, -amino. So anyway, that is all I got time for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And just, if you see someone out there that needs help and you have the time to do it, and if it's going to make a difference, or even if it's just making a small difference, don't you think doing the right thing is worth it to that person? You might make the world of difference. And I'm going to just end it with this one thing. I saw this video where this, I think it's on my Facebook, but anyway, there's this older video where an Asian gentleman buys a pie for this kid because it's his birthday and his mom can't afford it. And that, I mean, I'm sort of spoiling it, but just long story short, he buys it for him. The kid's just so ecstatic because he knew he wasn't going to get it, and he got something he never would have expected. And then his when he grows up, he gets a pie for someone else because later in life he's old and you know, I think crippled, and he really wanted something, and his wife's like, oh, we can't get it, we can't afford it. And then he leaves a note that apparently there's a flashback, and it leaves with him, you know, something about, you know, things you can do unto others can leave ripples in time and helping others forever, or something like that. Basically, one small act can have a ripple effect, and that can inspire others to do the same thing. So just imagine one small act of kindness and one extra step that you might be doing, one extra beyond the call of duty to help someone out. It can really make a difference. So that's when I end it, and I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment below, share with your friends, and if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, again, leave it with the comments. If you have any video ideas, if you ever want to play with me online, you see my new account, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and yeah, till next time, hopefully I survive this hurricane. I'll see you later. Adios.